Cleanup and rescue efforts continue more than a week after Hurricane Ian made landfall in Florida. Emergency crews are still looking through demolished homes and buildings for signs of life. The storm has killed at least 127 people in the U.S. As of Friday afternoon, more than 100,000 residents are still without power. Officials say it could be at least another month before power is fully restored. CBS News correspondent Enrique Acevedo is in Fort Myers with more details.
Thanks, Catherine. The cleanup efforts continue here in Fort Myers. We were driving around the city all morning. We saw some downed trees and power lines, street signs, street lights, but the restoration effort is in its final stage. FPL has restored power to most of the customers that lost it during the storm. There was around 4 million people who lost power. Now it's less than 150,000. In those cases, the grid was so damaged that they had to basically start from scratch, and it's just not safe to restore power at the moment. That'll be an effort that takes weeks or months. On the other hand, we've seen a lot of these scenes like this, community coming together, making sure people have what they need, clothes, basic necessities like water, canned foods, even baby formula and diapers. School is restarting next week here in Lee County. More good news for a community, again, that was hardly hit by the storm and that is trying to get back on its feet and rebuild. A long process ahead, without a doubt. Catherine.
Enrique Acevedo, thank you. For more on hurricane recovery efforts, let's bring in Kate Cimini. She's a Florida investigative reporter for USA Today and the Naples Daily News. Kate, what's the status of the cleanup efforts in your area?
So far people have really been getting back to work. We're seeing power come back on. We're seeing debris be removed. Fort Myers Beach and Pine Island were hit particularly hard. They have a lot of debris that kind of needs to get started moving. But right now, people, primarily a lot of the debris removal that I've seen personally has been by homeowners, people who are going out and just, they're starting to clean up. They are, getting all their furniture out that was flooded and, is just soaked, roofs that were torn off, making sure to put it out. And pickups have been starting from what I've seen.
Kate, have you seen evidence that these families are getting access to clean water?
It depends on the area you're looking at. Boil water notices are being slowly lifted, and I actually believe the last one was lifted just yesterday, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. We're talking about two very big counties here.
Right. What are the residents telling you who are coming back about their experience in the storm?
Oh, gosh.
What stuck with you?
It's been really tough for a lot of people. Everybody had very different experiences, but some evacuated. I evacuated, actually. Some decided to ride out the storm in their homes. Some of them were, just battered by the eye wall for hours and hours and hours. And the one thing that, I keep hearing from people who were in the worst hit areas who did stay was just they were shocked at how long it lasted. With Charlie, just, a short while ago, I think someone told me it was over in an hour and a half. And this one just was such a slow-moving storm. It was so wet. It took so long to get through. It was a very harrowing experience for a lot of people. One man actually told me he was riding out the storm in his boss's house on Pine Island. His boss owns the Low Key Tiki, which is currently serving hot food to rescue workers and to people who are still on the island. And his boss's house is on stilts. And so he went out, it was rocking back and forth, and he went out into the hallway and just pressed his arms up on either side of the hallway to brace himself and just kind of leaned into it for a long time so that he, didn't fall over.
Well, it's a miracle that he wasn't swept away. So how are authorities in Fort Myers deciding what areas should be rebuilt and on what timeline?
I can't speak to authorities per se. I've really been on the ground talking to individuals. And I think what we know is that, people are going to rebuild where they want to live. A lot of the people I've spoken with, almost everybody has said, yes, I'm staying here. I'm coming back. I'm going to rebuild. And it's not just about the location. It's not just about, the beauty of being on the water. It is about the community that they've built and that they've lived in for 20 to 40 years. So that's going to be a process. It's going to take a long time. And right now I know that they are still in certain parts of the area, like on Fort Myers Beach, they're still searching for survivors. They're still trying to clear things out, and the rebuild timeline on that hasn't yet been determined.
What is it about this community that makes it so special that people are willing to come back after this storm and rebuild?
I mean, what makes anybody's community so special? I'm supposed to move in a couple of days I live in Bonita. I'm supposed to move to Fort Myers, and I do not want to anymore. I didn't want to in the first place, but it really brings out something in you about how much you love and care for your neighbors. When I came back from evacuating, everybody I ran into, whether I knew them or not, we immediately started talking like we knew each other and asking each other how we'd gone through the storm, how, was our house okay? For a lot of people, it wasn't. I have multiple colleagues who have lost parts of their home, who've lost roofs. I have one colleague on Marco Island who lost her house entirely. It's the thing that I've gotten to report on the most, which I absolutely love, is just how people pull together in times like this. My old executive editor, Silas Lyons, used to say, that these horrible events really bring out the best in people, and they do. Everybody's very supportive, very helpful. Anytime I had to go out and report in an area I wasn't familiar with, like Pine Island, for example, gosh, I hitchhiked all around that island, getting into cars with strangers I've never met before, and they were so lovely. They were great. They were happy to take me around. They've all been doing that for one another too. I think at times when people know that they need help, they are more than willing to give help. And it's been really lovely to kind of see the outpouring of efforts. I mean, people have come down from DC to help. We had the United Cajun Navy coming out to help. Just volunteers from all over have just been, joining us, and it's been absolutely lovely. And, the people here who have not been as badly hit, doing the same thing. Everybody's coming out, they're donating things. I've had so many people reach out and ask, where can they donate goods? Where can they donate sheets? Where can they donate money? Where are the right places to give help?
Kate Cimini, thank you for bringing us all those personal stories as well.
Thank you.